think the other thing you have to consider is during that last game, right? Paka's was so tanky. He had so much health. But in this case, they got to burst down this Terrorblade fast enough. If they don't burst down the Terrorblade, if they don't get the jump on him, he's just going to Sunder him. And it's not going to matter. So I think we'll see a little bit of shift here in the way that they play this coming out from Infamous. But of course, like you said, they have Axe. Axe makes this a lot easier if they're trying to burst down a Terrorblade. But he's got to stay alive until then, too.
Blade mail, things like that could be very effective. But he'll have ways to cover himself. Stampede, get allies in and out, stun the gyro or the axe to limit some of their damage output. There's lots of options that they have. So for now, looking for some nice little runes. Scouting out lanes as well. Undying's going to spot out the Wind Ranger. He's just going to let that pepper sit on him.
I hate when that happens. Oh my god. I've lost Ag's lab because people have thrown spicy peppers on me and I get mad, I send them back, and then it just devolves into just a spicy pepper fiesta. It's terrible. Nobody wants to be the spicy boy.
I would be frustrated. I'd be like, oh, we lost because of jokes. No jokes, people. We're here for a reason. Winning. God. That would be
That's why Purge isn't invited to the stack.
That's why I don't get invited to Ag's Lab stacks very often. Yeah. Yep, that's true.
Oh, we got a regular donkey over here. Shake my head. Come on, Quincy crew.
Yeah, that's MSS. What happened?
Yeah, you could get better. You get better ones. Got an EG one over there like that. Coco the Courageous over there too. The little hobby horse one. That's some nice couriers. Come on, so like they gotta up their courier game. It looks like it's similar to Pango, right? The art style, but
yeah. It is a animal with a sword and a hat. That's all we need to know. So if you guys are wondering why all these couriers are sitting in this position, it's because you can probably buy and then start moving with the couriers from this position. So you get your items like a fraction of a second. That's like 1 second faster, basically. So you should do this too. I don't, but I should.
Yes, you really should. I mean, we think about that fight. What was it with the Desolator? Right? If he had had that just like a second faster and had not put it in his backpack, would have made a big difference in that fight. Couple things that went a little bit sideways. Quinn took a lot of damage there. He's just trading.
He was checking. He was checking for wards, is what he was doing.
Ah, got it.
If the tower attacks you, then you know that there's vision. So they're gonna try to deward it though. That's why they have 2 heroes mid right now. Quinn's gonna have to wait to do it until later. Oh, they just denied it. Never mind. They knew that he saw it, so they just denied it.
Makes sense. Nice stomp over here. Quinn joining in the fight. Should be our first blood as this Undying. He's, you know, fairly tanky, but not against 4 heroes. Not this early.
Quinn losing his free observer ward, but he does gain a first blood, which is a decent catch up.
Could have been worse.
Could have. That word could be blocked or it could be spotted too. You just really hate Silencer.
I really hate Silencer. No, I don't think I do. Okay. I don't think I do. It's just it doesn't even make sense. Anyways, all right, I digress.
The old Centaur versus Gyro matchup. It's very standard because Gyro classically had pretty bad base damage, and Centaur has really high base damage. So one of the ways you solve this is by picking an Undying, and then you just decay the crap out of the Centaur to limit him from contesting and dominating the Gyro. See right there? Gyro should have gotten that deny, but his damage is a bit low.
Be a nice shackle, just hold Excel to a tree for a little bit, but definitely doesn't feel good to be Lelis right now. Pretty standard stuff over here in the mid lane for now. Not going to be seeing anything too crazy unless we see some rotations, which will probably not come until around like the 5-6 minute mark.
A little surprised that SVG didn't go for Glaive's level 1, but I guess they used it in the top bounty rune fight. It's gonna make his laning stage a little bit weaker, but still possible for it to go okay. No one saw that MSS. It's all fine.
Saw what?
I don't know.
Exactly.
When Rangers can't miss Jackal shots, it's not possible.
Toss up here from Michael. He's gonna be messing with UR as much as he can when that meta's not up. Drag the creep wave. And Pepita's just gonna go running at UR. I do like a Pepita axe. very good with this here. I'm looking forward to it. The meta's back up, though, so they do have to be a little careful. Feels a bit awkward, though, with the positioning of the creeps here. Feels more like War's hiding in the trees instead of being in the actual lane.
Yeah. It did feel like one of those moments where they're about to initiate or something like that, but instead, just starting the meta, getting the last hits for the wave that's being picked up here.
Does feel a little odd. Oh gosh, look at the centaur. All those stacks of decay on him. It's a My Little Pony at this point.
It's really good if you're healing, though. The reverse
True.
tread switching against Undying. Last hit wise, he's at 8 and the Gyro's at 7, so 9 now. So it's actually not going that bad here. Alyssa is gonna be pretty happy. The Wind Ranger is pretty effective against dealing with an Undying. Normally, Undying just has so much damage, decent movement speed, lowers HP, but if you get Wind Run, which he doesn't have, but he could have, it's very, very hard for an Undying to get those kills.
EMP getting dropped over the mid lane. Just want to ensure that Quinn doesn't have any mana, but he sidesteps it pretty easily with the Dissimulate. We get a couple hits.
Nicely done. It's last hitting quite well. 20 last hits for Void Spirit, 10 on Invoker. Is that better? I think that's better.
I'd say
But
so.
when you go Quas Wex, your damage isn't as high, so it's gonna be more difficult to contest him.
All right, looks like they're going to try to shore up the runes, though, here. Make sure that Quinn doesn't have anything to refill a bottle. As both of the supports from the side of Quincy crew just make their way over. They'll just getting a casual decay off. Why not? He's there.
Man, they really want the runes. Holy crap. Do not want him to refill his bottle for free.
I mean, Quinn's a big threat. If they can give any sort of advantage over to Faker here, they're going to try.
Yeah. He already knows nobody's coming. See if somebody comes.
Shackle in
Ooh,
the
that's
top
huge.
lane, though, because he's not here. They can really take advantage of enough damage, though. They're very close. SVG, though, does get burst down by Michael in the bottom lane.
Yep, there's that rough lane for Silencer. Pretty scary against these guys. Even if like he's fighting tiny 1v1, Axe can move over, cast Battle Hunger, does a lot of damage. Makes the trading a lot harder. Alright, here's the bottle refill that I was talking about. Silencer helping out. That's gonna limit the safe lane by a little bit, but on the bright side, Quinn's gonna have a better lane, doesn't have to lose his net worth advantage. That's gonna lose some bounty runes on the bot lane, so. But as long as nobody dies, not too big of a deal.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, it's unfortunate that SVG had to teleport into the middle lane, but because of the timing, you're usually going to have the support rotating out to grab the runes anyway, so you do end up losing the runes, but you're giving your mid hero that little bit of advantage with the regen, and Terrorblade doesn't feel as scared if he doesn't have to worry about the other support clicking away at him. Get out of here, Excel. I don't want you dancing here. I do like that taunt, though. It's one of the best ones.
It is, yeah. When Val finally figured out the moving taunt, they're like, oh, okay. People will actually use these now.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys haven't been around for a while, when the taunts first came out, you could only use them while standing still. And how often do you stand still in Dota? Pretty much never, unless you're bad. So, yeah, there weren't a whole lot of taunts in pro games for a long time.
I do appreciate that the Crystal Maiden taunt, where she lays down and makes a snow angel, you can do it during her ultimate, though. That one is a really good one.
That is.
Nice shackle over here. Lella's coming through. Should be able to go land the stomp, get the double edge off, and a power shot is a dead Excel.
They split the damage a little bit too. Very kind of MSS to be considerate of his centaur like this.
You know, they're bros. What bros do.
Yep. Centaur going for max retaliate damage. So that any harass coming from Gyro is going to be reflected well. Make his laning stage a little bit more about domination, basically.
Man, Quinn's doing a great job in that middle lane. He's top of the net worth right now. The Invoker's at 2.2k. It's like there's a Discord issue, unfortunately. I hate when that happens. But yeah, this Void Spirit's off to a really good start. So looks like he's got the Orchid queued up, and he's gonna try to make plays very early on and just make more room before you are. Like we're good again. Michael finished up the Tranquil Boots, being very active, looking to possibly get a grab on MSS, but they've already backed off. They have vision over on the cliff side, so. But Pepita finding a kill on SVG.
Stole his limited brains. Very good. And also, he picked up an early last word level. At least when Fear's been playing a lot of Silencer the last couple of days, he hasn't been getting any last word. He instead gets more of the Glaive's point, and I kind of wonder if that is the best idea. Just because, like, last word is still probably useful when that courier centaur courier might die. Now it lives.
Gets a little bit of a stomp off. Michael makes his way over. Raindrops are good. Talked about them.
1/6 less good now, though. And haven't really felt comfortable laning in a bit here. A little bit scared to move forward. But they do have a ward that spots all this. Curious why MSS is playing so far back rather than bullying the Undying. It's like they're waiting. Oh, he's trying to stack this way.
They also had the Tiny that had rotated up earlier too, so probably feel. Yeah, look at this, Michael getting the haste rune of opportunity. Chase after MSS doesn't quite manage to land that shackle shot. Toss right back though underneath the tombstone. MSS is so slow. I don't think Lelis is gonna be able to stay, but he's gonna go for the stomp. Does manage to slow him down. They have a couple of charges over here on the stick, and Faker also rotating, hoping to help out, but doesn't manage to do anything there.
Okay, it was quite good then. If Invoker rotates over and they don't get a kill, then pretty decent for Quincy. Tombstone gets used even though it's low level. Ooh, it's a lot of damage.
It's not quite enough mana though, although SVG is here. There's the damage, there's the int. Michael turning back in though with the avalanche. Cell is here as well, but it's a beautiful shackle. There we go, use the stampede. They want to get the kill. Soul Rip though will keep Michael alive. As you can see, more people making their way to the mid lane. Pepita trying to slow them down. So rocket being thrown at his face, but yeah, that
everybody TP's mid.
Overkill.
And look at the map now. Centaur getting full last hits. Yawar getting full last hits. That was so good for Quincy crew. They were able to grab those kills, and nobody got killed on their side.
Why did it elicit such a big response?
I mean, they thought there was going to be a full fight. It did look like an extra hero was going to die there. I think it was the Tiny or whatever.
It's a good soul rip, though. I think one TP would have been enough to force them back, but everyone's hanging out in the mid lane again. Michael and Faker aren't doing much. Like you're going to have a scuffle, though, for the 10-minute runes. The dump forward, though, is a beautiful shackle from MSS. And all of a sudden, Faker just doesn't exist. Michael forced to run away. Gonna be the drag right back into the arms of Quinn, and SPG gets a double kill. How much int we got on this guy now? We got 8.
8. Pretty good.
Not bad.
I like it. I like it.
Cell managing to snap up the rune. Another nice shackle from MSS. That's a triple kill now for SPG.
He got that triple. He doesn't even do that much damage.
I thought that was going to go over to Quinn, but nope. Quinn's going to have to rely on that double damage rune if he wants to get any of these kills away from SPG.
The Tenant's pretty nice. A little bit of mana pull, a little bit of mana regen. It'll make it easier for him to do his 5-position job. But draining the mana from other people is not that massive, so it's not a big deal. But it's fun to watch it. Good time to push with the catapult wave here. Glyph's going to slow this down a bit. The Undying rotates over, the Invoker rotates over, but with the DD, you have to be really careful. You'll be able to do a lot of damage with his ulti when he turns that on.
He's got both of those astral steps up. Look, he's hunting over up the side. Michael trying to come around. Nice shackle starting up.
Great
Tornado follow-up, though. Quinn jumps forward again, but the call coming up from Pepita, he holds him into place. He does too much damage. He gets the kill on Quinn. A good rotation. SPG finding the kill on Excel. And there it is. There's the stampede. They want to back off. MSS considering the shackle. Manages to land on both of them, but I don't think they have the damage.
Oh, 2 curses on X.
Tick down. No, nice. He's got a stick. He's fine.
That was cool, though. He was kind of close to dying.
Very
hoping he was hiding entries there. Yeah.
Another tornado.
Great grab on Quinn there.
Calm down. The avalanche, though. The toss right back over to Faker. That SVG.
Basically, they use the Undying to bait. He dropped Tombstone, and the Tornado's that perfect timing as well. It interrupted or dispelled the Void Spirit of his physical shield, so made it even easier for them to kill Quinn. He didn't have a lot of good options, basically, to get out there. Another DD. Okay.
That doesn't seem right. Someone prayed to RNGs, I guess, this morning. How are we getting here, though, with this axe? Let's see. Still a ways. Is he going for the Blink Dagger right away? Yeah, okay.
He's got 1800 gold. He'll get it soon.
That's going to be big. Especially if you can blow up the squishier targets like SVG. He's playing very forward right now. And you can see Faker just kind of making a beeline over, trying to see what he can find, because there is a Quinn and SVG to the side. I hear a call. It's probably just Axe doing Axe things.
Yeah. Yep, just jungling. He's trying to finish his ulti.
Step forward from Quinn. Blink Dagger is completed, though, now. SVG trying to face off with Faker. Excels here, though. Should be a dead SVG. Tornado connects. No int for him today. Not right now. He's a cheeky little extra damage, but jerk, huh?
A little bastard is what we call it.
Yeah. I feel like that's what a young purge would sound like. You're pretty cheeky today, sir. All right, there's the find. There's Quinn immediately following up. Avalanche, EMP, everything in the kitchen sink. They'll drop the Tombstone. MSS, though, it's already retreated.
That's really well done. You know, surprisingly, Quinn's net worth is still actually very good, despite dying twice in a row like this. But definitely good pressure here, and this is going to give Infamous the ability to pressure the tower. There's a 4k gold advantage on the Quincy crew side. And they've got very good counter push with power shots, so good luck on the pressure.
All right. Faker finding STG, the Avalanche, the EMP. It's a good shackle, though, coming out from MSS. They did a little bit more damage. They'll be able to find it. It's going to be mass TPs over to the mid lane. MSS still following Michael. He's going to try to hide in the tree line, but they see him. Does allow Faker to walk away, though. Oh,
ooh, the Orchid here.
A little find here.
Got him. I think
Quinn can have a little murder as a treat. Oh, that power shot came so close. Skulls here, though. Throws out the urn charge. That turned it back around. Pepita started to go forward there with that call. There's another shackle. Tornado thrown out will slow them down.
That call was not good. I'm glad you canceled it. That's like probably one of those moments where you think you're a little closer, and then you overclick your blink dagger, and then it blinks you shorter than normal. That's what happens. But it was a great attempt at a kill for Quinn. They had the sentry there. He spotted the invoker, and he used everything very effectively to try to get it, but just a little too short on damage.
I like this play a lot. They know that Quinn's still in the vicinity. All right, there's the Simulate. He figures something's got to be up, the way that Excel's just beelining at him.
Yeah.
And they have a smoke of their own coming out from the side of Quincy crew. Seeing if they can grab anyone just farming in this triangle. And there was someone there, but Lelis jumping forward, turns around. They'll find Michael. The toss up. Not. Oh. Okay, he already used his. He used his stick charges already. Very close, though. Pepita looking for the opening, looking for the blink. Not going to be able to find it as they stampede out. They're happy with the hit and run.
Man, I love Stampede, but I also hate it for moments like that where it's like, we can save our guy, but now you don't have Stampede. It sucks.
Oh, they see Lelis down in the bottom bit. A lot of heroes here, though. All from Pepita, just a little bit too slow.
They can go high ground.
Quinn's just a little too fast.
We still have, you are hitting creeps pretty quick. It's a little bit ahead of where Gyro is. They could hypothetically save Quinn if things get bad with Global Silence.
It's true.
Alright, now they got the ward killed. It's gonna be a lot easier to fight now.
Ooh, Lelis jumping forward, finding the opening. We'll put a bunch of damage over here onto Excel. They've got that silence. They'll be able to take down Undying. There's a big deafening blast followed up with the call down from Pakas. The taunt coming out here from Pepita there. I have the global silence, but it's just like a little bit too late. Although Quinn's clearly cleaning up on the back lines. He takes down Pakas. There's a toss right back up again. His beautiful avalanche, a miniature ravage, if you would. And then Michael trying to run away. Pepita's just too low. Orchid getting used, the power shot, nicking him over on the side. Michael should be able to TP out. They don't have any way of being able to. Yeah, he went for the thunder.
Did you see his thunder?
Didn't have any way to cast it. Yeah.
He hit himself though.
Yep.
He actually like.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Is he fat fingering his keyboard today?
Today, this week, like, dude. Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's up with UR here.
It might have been one of those moments where you go to click, then they get fogged, and then your mouse ends up catching your illusion instead.
That could be it. That could be it. UR is a good player.
Just,
You're doing a good job, UR.
Just a short giggle moment. That's all, guys.
There you go.
He's been playing very good otherwise.
Yeah, clearly, he's the top of the net worth right now. So just a little bit of an oops.
Yep. It's very good at clicking on neutral creeps, believe it or not, as we've definitely seen.
Some pressure being placed in the bottom.
Just a little. Oh, here's that fight again.
Yeah.
It's really nice they had the Aether Remnant on the high ground. Then they could see his tombstone and kill it right away. That helped, made a big difference.
I don't think he thought that was going to happen. Yeah, look at this. Pac is trying to just run out, but he's got too much silence and all the damage. Acceptor completed for Gyro.
Dragon scale, very good.
Middle tower is under attack. Haste! Radiant are scanning.
You still alive?
Yes, I'm still alive. I'm just watching and.
Okay, I was gonna say. I was like, she's gone for sure.
Nope, I'm here. I'm just thinking about the game. Sometimes it's nice to just listen to the ambient noises and figure out, what the teams are doing. In fact, look at this. We get smoke. And looking for pick-off. Again, Pepita has that blink dagger. And he finds himself a pretty gosh darn good target, but can they break him down fast enough in time? Yes, it looks like they'll be able to go get the kill onto Yawar, though Quinn following up has his eyes over here onto Michael. Excel dropping down the tombstone. Call down coming out. MSS is taking too much damage. That wind run is not going to save him, as over on the side they have their eyes on SVG. Too much damage coming out from Pakas. Quinn, he's got no mana left, and Pepita God jumps in again, followed with the avalanche. The rest of the team is there. It's a triple kill for Pakas.
Wow, what a team fight. They had that observer ward there over on by the large camp, and that spotted the terribly. It allowed them to get that great call with the damage follow-up. The EMP being perfect in this case, prevents Thunder, prevents him from casting any spells to get away. Just showing the value of the Quaswex Invoker. Normally here that's going to be able to make that gank not work. Gets countered. Now they get the tier 1 tower. They're still losing by 4k net worth, but moves like that really show.
Oh, Lelis with the Ravage. Okay, I see you, Lelis, but that's not going to be enough, my friend. Nice Shackle, though, coming in. Are they going to be able to turn this around? Yes, they'll get the kill onto Faker. So now Excel tries to run, and he's just a little undying against the world. He's not going to be able to make it. They land the stomp, they land the power shot, and Yuar gets the kill.
But those mistakes are kind of big. Staying a little bit too long. Centaur getting set up for that, and they had enough follow-up. So still a gold advantage on the Quincy Crew side. And now with those 2 dead heroes, that's 20 seconds, which should be enough to Roche.
It's slow, but I don't know what their solutions are when you don't have the rest of the team over there. Lelis is gonna back off. They're making their way downtown. Crossing fast, faces, passing, and they're Roche bound. The blade mail is completed though now for the axe, so they could potentially make something happen here. Pepita getting into position. He's got to be careful he doesn't get hit. He does have the blink dagger. He goes in. Is he going to be able to get it? SVG gets taken out by Michael, and Pepita grabs up the Aegis of the Immortal. They get the kill on Roche. It's so good. Pepita is playing out of his mind today. SVG crawling away from all of these zombies. He's got a homing missile on his face. He is taken down.
What timing there. They just took a little too long to kill Roshan. They didn't have enough damage. Some minus armor source, and maybe they kill Roche in time there, but
oh, what a call. What a call. Are they still? Yeah. Pepita sitting so very low. MSS trying so hard to get this final hit. And again, he has the Aegis. He's fearless. He has nothing to worry about, whereas MSS is just dead.
Dire's top
Good
What a
day,
fight.
sir.
is under attack.
The Roche bash on Terrorblade was crucial there. Roche was like 3 or 4 hits away. Yes, Roche is going to bash eventually, but it bashed Terrorblade. It bought time for the axe call, and the axe call was followed up by the missile. Missile was just chain stun, and there was no way that he was able to get his hands on the Aegis there. And crucially, the Dire also got the last hit on Roche, so they got everything out of that engagement.
I don't know what Infamous has been eating for breakfast lately, but they are just looking so different than they did during the Great American Rivalry. Like, these guys look like, I don't want to say different players because they still look like themselves, but they're just playing together so much better. Very interesting watch. That's one of the things I really love about watching like these league tournaments and whatnot, is just seeing the progression and seeing, you know, these players that have a lot of potential but just haven't quite gelled yet. Whatever it is, it's starting to gel for Infamous. And Quincy
League
Crew's
of
got to be a
Legends
little scared.
tournaments? Is that what you said?
What?
You said these league tournaments.
No.
Do you get it? I'm just kidding.
This is why we call you the little shit. Oh, look at the follow-up from Pepita, but they've got a Yules. Sunstrike comes through, they'll take down Excel. And now Pepita forced to run. There'll be the avalanche. The buyback comes out from Undying. He wants to get himself back into this fight. Full Rip comes out, buys a little bit more time. Lelis is so spread out from the rest of his team. He's gonna have to try TP out. Is the rocket gonna land? It does! It clips him right before he's able to go home, and Paka's just flings him on the face a couple times here. SPG, they have the vision, my friend. You're not getting out of this at all. The hunt is still on. They want Quinn, they want MSS. Pepito with the call yet again. Get him. There it is. Chasing after MSS. He's wind running. He's taunting. He's trying to get away, and he's a speedy wind runner. So he is going to be able to climb back into the base, but a bit of a disaster for the side of Quincy Crew here.
Yeah, that was a perfect example of the rocket buff affecting a game's impact. Like, if that rocket was old homing missile, it was not going to hit the centaur in time. He gets the TP out, and only 2 heroes die, and it's a very different situation. And either way, the net worth is still even, surprisingly. The last couple fights have been pretty darn close to catastrophic for Quincy Crew, but they are still hitting creeps very rapidly in the meantime, and there is still a chance that TB can win this one for his team, but he is being hunted. He knows now, for sure.
He knows. The slow, the earn, Michael running over. Look at these TPs. Quinn wants to punish this. They don't realize who else is in the vicinity, though. MSS also nearby. Does provide a little bit of lockdown. That's scary, though.
Yeah.
The feeling of being
Super
hunted.
scary. Especially with the way Axe has been playing all game. Has been doing such a
told
good
you.
job getting grabs.
Pepita Axe is definitely a treat to watch. So we get another smoke.
See if they can grab the Wind Ranger mid. That's gonna interrupt it. Oh, the power shot hit him. He ran forward to go in, but the power shot hit him, so his Blink Dagger wasn't quite ready. That's the only reason that MSS is alive right now, and they're still kind of forcing this.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are. There's a tiny.
Oh my god.
That's a dead Quinn. There's no buyback on him. He's down for 45 seconds. And he's very important to these fights, Purge.
He just keeps dying with a little bit too little health. I really wonder how different this game is if he has more HP.
All right, they should be able to go turn this around, though. They get the kill, and over on the back line, though, Pepita has just been so on point. The call down comes out. He goes. He gets the Sunder off. He's going to force Michael to run away here, but it doesn't matter. Pakas, he's too powerful. With that BKB, they can't lock him down. Lelis will be next to fall. SVG, they throw out the missile. Pepita, thinking about it, is going to get pulled together, though, with his core. Excel, though, chasing after them. Looks like they're going to back off. Of course, there is the tier 2 in the bottom still. So maybe a little too aggressive, but those kills, oof.
They're just fighting better constantly. Consistently what's happening. And I genuinely feel Quinn finally getting a little bit of a kill on the top lane, the Orchid paying off, but I can't help but feel that this game would be so different if Quinn had like 100 extra HP at an earlier part of the game. Maybe like a power trez or something. I feel like he hasn't upgraded his boots because he's like, I don't need to, it's fine. But like between the axe and the tiny and maybe some of the other burst damage, there's just been a little bit too much kill potential against him, I feel like.
It feels odd to me because I feel like Quinn usually is very aware of everything going on. Especially like a lot of the games that I've watched of Quincy Crew, it's almost like I can't think of the word, but you know, foresight basically. You know, like, oh, I shouldn't be here, and then you know he zips out before they even get close to him. But I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. If Infamous is just making the better moves, they've used a lot of really good smokes. I think Michael has also been instrumental in a lot of this, just like the way that he roamed. Case in point, Michael, hi. No mana left though. SVG's here. They could turn this back around. Yeah, they should be able to get the kill on Michael. So unfortunately, not enough burst damage to take down this TB. He's able to get the Thunder off. But like I said, he's got this like very good knowledge of like figuring out where are these people on the map and how can I make them pay attention to me.
Yeah, no kidding. MSS could find this here. Almost gets spotted. He's still hanging out. He's got Blink Dagger too. So if he goes to cut the creep wave, he could get caught potentially. They scanned it? Oh, it was Dire Scan. I thought it was Radiant Scan.
All right, we have a Satanic pickup now for the Terrorblade. He just has to make sure he doesn't get locked down. That's going to be the big thing. Because if he's able to get the Satanic off, if he's able to start hitting after Pepita, because most likely it's going to initiate with a Pepita call, let's be really honest here. He's going to be able to pull off Thunder, but all right.
Up.
Yeah, that's going to be a dead Wind Ranger and quite potentially a dead SVG. Drums are popped. There's a Sunstrike. He's just caught in the corner over here looking at the wall of this cliff. Yep.
Why didn't he just teleport? The attacks on the Invoker were a poor choice. Okay.
Lucky his courier didn't get picked off by the axe, too.
Yeah, that's true. So, Satanic SNY for Terrorblade, that's going to lower the stun duration of Axe Call. Still going to take a lot of burst damage. He still has to worry about getting mana drained.
Oh, Quinn! Look at the blink. Look at it, Pepita. Just a little bit too slow. Throws out the Battle Hunger. The chase is on. Michael, he's got the Avalanche. We'll go use the Yules, be able to throw out the silence, but it's still not looking great. We get the calls being placed out right now. KXY is here, tries to dissimulate, tries to buy himself a little bit more time. It's too much damage. Oh, but he manages to go and save himself before he can get the dunk off. It doesn't matter. He's still dead. It was a noble effort coming out from MSS to save him.
I was surprised he was able to last that long. He did everything perfectly. The silence on the axe as soon as he came down, dodged a bunch of spells, but there's just only so much mobility in the Void Spirit. And once again, they punish, and they're not done yet. Looking for more kills.
He's everywhere. He wants all the kills. I'm surprised. What? Why would you go in on that? All right, there it is. There's the call down. The BKB on Pakasi. He's got so much damage, but he's got to fight here with Yawar. And Yawar, he's life-stealing way too much. A good deafening blast. It looks like Pakaz trying to fight here with Quinn. We'll jump forward. Pakaz, he needs help. He needs more lifesteal. He doesn't have it. He is going to get taken down here as Faker is forced to run away from Yawar. We'll slow him down. Does he have Ghostwalk? He doesn't have anything, but it looks like, oh no, they ate the Remnant though. Very, very close. Almost managing to get him.
You know what's flabbergasting me? It just feels like Quincy Crew has been getting pushed around for like 10 minutes, and they still have equal net worth to Infamous. It is blowing my mind. I just feel like I'm going to look up and see like 5k gold disadvantage, 10k gold disadvantage, but it's just not happening.
I mean, I feel like
hitting creeps.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like Quincy Crew has been hitting creeps very, very well, but oh, they want this courier. Yeah, they've got the odds on it. Not enough damage? Oh, okay, cool. Sunstrike, they see him. They know they're in the pit. Can they get over there fast enough? This is not going down super fast, Purge.
It is not. Here they come.
Yeah, try to slow down Pepita, right? Because Pepita's the one. Nice power shot. We'll cancel out the blink. We got to get over there, though. It's a nice tornado. We'll disturb everyone. There's no mana left here as Excel's in the position to jump forward here, coming out from Quinn, but there's two different fights going on. Don't really care about the Undying so much because on the back lines, they take down SPG. There's going to be the kill over onto Excel. The buyback comes out from the Silencer. He wants to be a part of this.
He got sacrificed on the right side of that fight.
There was so much going on just on Excel that they didn't see the other things going on the other side. And I guess you could, the flip side of that, they managed to go and they take down the Undying, right? It's not a huge deal, but they do force out the buyback. So I don't know.
I mean, they're not going to commit to a fighting when with only Undying dead on the ground. Butterfly and Gyrocopter now too as well is going to make him very difficult for TB to deal with. So this is like a pretty strong moment for Infamous to take fights. So as long as they stick in this area, having Lotus Orb as well and Axe is really good too. They can reflect Thunders, that kind of thing.
All right, smoke is on. I'll get the jump on the Tiny. Doesn't look like but he does have the Yules, although Pakad's getting hauled up over to the tree line. He's not even gonna be able to get a PKB up. He's not looking healthy. Pepita goes in for the call of his life, but it just doesn't have enough damage. He doesn't have his gyrocopter. Quincy crew very quickly turning the tables around here and getting themselves into position so they can take this Roche. They don't have to worry about the Axe unless he buys back, and I'm not sure he's gonna do that. They're sitting kind of low though. I don't know. What do you think, Purge?
Now there's no way they're going in. Gyro's dead for 70. We'll try to do some Tiny stuff like this, but that's about it. Maybe even Tiny dies.
They almost killed
Tiny.
Quinn. Nope. I get
He
the
did
kill.
almost get him, but
Right, there's the buyback.
okay, they're going for
It's
it.
go time. Let's go, baby. You are no
met us-
mana left. He's not going to be able to do anything here if he's going to try to go for a Thunder. You can see Axe getting into position. The blink forward, though, does manage to find it. Leslau jumping on in here. Big old meatball being thrown down with that. Is they going to be able to slow him down? No, they're still able to take down Pepita. He had just fought back. This is very bad now for Infamous. Cell going to get dragged right back into the loving arms of Quinn, and UR will get the final hit. So they're putting up a good fight, but now with the Axe down, this Roche definitely belongs to the side of Quincy crew.
And here's where Infamous has made the biggest mistakes. Like, I get trying to play around the Roche pit a little bit to maybe get a steal, but that was some pretty big throw. Who's almost so Roche with the Sunstrike. But pretty throwy to lose all of those heroes once again. But I do respect how quick Quincy was willing to leave the Roche pit and go out and get a kill. As soon as they catch that Axe on the cliff spot, they can punish him really easy. It's very similar to like pushing high ground and grabbing that one guy that's overextending a little bit and then going back to the objectives afterwards, as long as you execute it well enough.
And they clear out that mid wave pretty fast, so looks like they might just rotate towards the top where they have the creeps. And they realize, you know, they don't have to worry about Pepita jumping at them through the trees. Axe gets finished now for the Invoker. And that looks like Wind Ranger has backed off, though. Is going to just push out the bottom lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
9k net worth lead going to the side of Quincy crew right now.
They're looking for solo kills over here.
Might be able to find... Oh, they're gripped up pretty tight. All right, Michael. They toss up. There's the Stampede. Quinn is looking a little bit not so healthy, but the follow-up from the rest of his team to stomp the double edge. That's a dead Michael.
Okay. They got the courier as well with the
Ooh.
Stampede, so
Dire are scanning.
I don't
he should
think
be
can
fine.
go
He's
on
got
that.
cheese. He's got cheese in BKB, so Quinn's
Yeah.
not going to die, I don't think. It would probably take like an Axe Call or an Avatos.
Dire's bottom tower
So
is under
Infamous
attack.
will just have to keep playing safe for now.
Dire's structures are fortified.
A little backdooring for fun. MKB up crucially on Terrorblade. That'll make him really good against the Gyrocopter. He'll be able to cut through the Butterfly. Make that not feel very strong. And even MSS also transitioning pretty decently. He's got MKB just about finished, so his Focus Fire is also going to do a good amount of damage. Him picking off like Undying or Tiny or even pressuring like Gyro or Invoker is actually pretty useful.
I will say I've been very impressed with
Dire's
MSS's
middle
shackle
tower is
shots
under
these
attack.
games. Like he's been
Yeah,
in
he's done
very
really
good
good.
positions. They've almost always latched. It's really been very, very valuable for the side of Quincy crew. So just shouting him out. Like the Satanic is being worked on next.
Radiant's top tower is under
It'll
attack.
be important for the Gyrocopter. They still do need to just burst down this Terrorblade, though. That is a big problem. Cell, do you know how close you are right now to death? Apparently not, but he is walking away. Thinks better of it. Spidey sense tingling.
Radiant's top
Just utter
tower
control
is
from
under
Quincy
attack.
Crew right now.
Looks good.
It's really hard for Infamous to fight him. There's the net worth differences. Gyro's still farming quite well. They're about equal. But across the board, just
Dire's middle
too
tower
much
is
net
under
worth now.
attack.
And now that Quinn's got BKB, he's got some
Radiant's
solution
top
to him
tower
getting
is
killed
falling.
if he does get out of position. So almost Satanic on Gyro as well. Does TB almost have BKB? I think TB
He's got
probably
it.
has BKB now.
He
Right?
just got
yeah,
it.
Okay. So he doesn't have to worry about EMP as much from here on out.
Pepita
That's
is
one of the
just
things that was
sitting in
really
that
eliminating.
top lane. He is not left. He's not doing
Basically
anything.
just waiting. He's waiting to see if there's an opportunity for him to like swing back and catch a hero.
Yeah, but he's been there for
basically.
so long. It's not efficient, right? You want to be
Dire's bottom
probably
tower
It
trying
isn't.
to.
But if he hits creeps as well, then they're going to be more careful on Quincy crew.
Right.
He might cut. It looks like he's going to cut this creep wave finally.
Just the fear of the unknown, I guess, right?
Yep. If they don't know where the axe is, they're going to be a little bit more scared to go for kills.
Baker? All right. Well, the rest of the team is on their way. This is not gonna pay off for you.
That's why it's dangerous to hide in common juke spots that everybody knows about. That's like one of the most common places to stand, basically. And he ends up just checking and getting lucky. So basically the thing is, like, if Infamous sits all in their base, they lose anyways. There's less opportunity for kills. They basically have to smoke out, leave their base, get a kill, then they could do something. But to do so is usually a little obvious and a little bit hard to execute because you're usually smoking into like 5 heroes going uphill. But if you play on the map like that, it's easier for like 1 or 2 heroes to smoke towards your position and for you to kill enemy heroes when they're spread out a little bit. It's kind of the plan.
I guess on the flip side of this has allowed the gyrocopter enough time to finish up the Satanic, and they've also waited out the Aegis at this point. So
Yep.
that's really positive going to the side of Infamous. Not to say that Quincy crew is necessarily really that afraid. I feel like the axe is the biggest thing they're nervous about, but they just got a lot of BKBs delivered, so they're feeling a little bit stronger.
They should. Gyro's looking pretty darn stacked at this point. Very good items on him. Ooh, a magic lamp.
Jinx.
Well,
If
from
you
my
had 3 wishes,
perspective, we didn't
purge.
say it at the same time. I just want you to know.
I don't care about your perspective. Uh-oh, Pepita, though. Even with the spider legs, you can't run from Bloodless. Quinn opening up that opportunity.
There's nothing better than the double edge off a Lotus Orb guy. Like 2 double edges? All right. Trying to catch the Undying here.
He's gonna be able to grab himself the double damage, but it looks like they're gonna lose Michael, though. I don't know. I feel like that or not the shock shot, the power shot. Yeah, there it is, coming in hot.
SVG really working for that kill there. Definitely deserved that. Stole more of Tiny precious brains.
All right.
36 is pretty solid considering I don't think he got the +4 intel. So, and now a Witless Shaco. Ooh, every game they get Witless Shaco. Is he gonna give it to the Terrorblade again? Not sure. Maybe he won't. Probably though. He's only got. He's gonna be low on mana if he does. He doesn't have Scotty this game, so.
Well, he's already having trouble from the EMP too. Like every time Faker throws out the Tornado EMP combo, he just doesn't have the mana to go and get the Thunder off. So might not be the best bet.
Yep. To put it on Quinn instead. That's the other hero that's been focused a lot.
Yes,
so making him tanky is very wise.
And there's the Scotty picked up now too for Terrorblade, which is very good against a gyrocopter. Smoking out of the bit. They're really grouped up here. Ooh. All right. They figure they'll be over near the rune spot. Smoke will pop. Lelis in the perfect position. It's so beautiful. The BKB comes out. Look at this damage. Pepita just gets immediately blown up. Excel's down. Michael's down. Pakaz has to just BKB TP out. Faker just running into the base. Faker? Impossible.
Perfect warding. And great stun from Centaur. They were a little bit slow there. They're looking for somebody to grab. The smoke broke, but they didn't see anybody. Sometimes you got to make those runs.
You do.
And that one did not work out.
No, there's the tornado. They've got a repair kit, so hurt a little bit, but Lelis being in the perfect position, just realizing that this is going to happen. So good. Jump forward, taking out some of that illusion. Trying to be scary here, and they'll go. All right, and again, they've got the metamorphosis. This tower is just melting. Fortification gets thrown out. They bought back on a lot of heroes here.
They're gonna repair kit this? I guess they're gonna back from it. Okay. Well, they still did get a lot out of that engagement. They got a really good fight. They got 3 kills. They almost killed the tower, and they got 2 buybacks. So pretty solid. Oh, it has cooldown on repair kit now? Ooh.
Yes, it has a cooldown now. Can't spam it as
I did
easily.
not know that.
Now you do. And knowing is half the battle, Purge.
True.
Roche is back up.
Probably-
This time we have a refresher shard.
Okay.
Smoke, though. Like they'll try to
They're
do
waiting.
a little bit of baiting.
Are scanning.
Don't want any hero to run out. Looks like Infamous doing the same thing, maybe? Yep. They scan their jungle. Quincy Crew
they've
looking
already
at
left.
the tri-camp area.
Radiant are scanning.
Roche is up. They could maybe sneak Roche here.
I don't know about that.
The true
I don't know
envy
about that,
play.
Purge.
Do it.
Oh God!
Well,
Oh
they're-
no, they're doing
really
it. All
behind.
right. Oh, okay. Where's Lelis? Get in
So
there.
they know. The ward's down. Look
Get
to
in
left.
there,
Look to
pony boy.
left. Please,
Look-
left. Left.
Left,
There we
left,
go.
left. Thank you. Are they gonna get this Roche?
Yep.
Oh my God! They get the Roche. They get the refresher. They get the cheese.
Run.
Yeah, everybody get out now before all of a sudden you got Lelis
All right.
in that pit.
They learned well from Eternal Envy. That was an envy move right there. I mean, it
Yeah,
makes
that was
sense,
a
right? You
horror
smoke.
movie moment because we couldn't see what
Like-
was happening. I was like, oh no!
Yeah. You smoke through the whole jungle. You don't find a single hero, and you're like, okay, our smoke's about to run out. Now we're gonna have to retreat, and then you're just like, let's just Roche. Like, it works out.
All right, well, definitely a better chance now for the side of Infamous, although it's a 20k net worth lead. This is very difficult. Faker finishing up a
It
BKB,
is.
that'll be very helpful, but is
They've
it
got
enough?
spider legs on
Oh, we're going rapier, baby.
This is a great choice with the giving him spider legs for his new down.
Oh.
Pick up.
Michael going with the, yeah, he's trying to save him. This is not going to be able to save his Undying, though. And on the back line, Shaq up, the dead Michael. No buyback on either one of these supports as the rest of the team just makes a beeline back to the base.
Radiant structures
Kaz?
are fortified.
Kaz getting jumped on here by Lotus again. He does have the Aegis. Lotus Orb is placed on him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'll just chew through the
Dire's middle
tower.
Has fallen.
I don't know about this one. This was looking like Quincy Crew sitting real pretty.
Barracks are under attack.
It does look like that.
Okay.
They're going for tier 4s.
Dire's middle
They're just going for the finish. They know that there's no Tiny. That Tiny was very scary. They do have the repair kit, though. It's off cooldown. Pepito hoping that he can find the opening in here, but it's going to be very difficult to get in. All right, Tornado casually getting tossed out here by Faker. Off the side, Pakaz is up. Live, there's a call coming in from Pepita. The Cataclysm coming up with the BKBs. They come out in mass. Are they going to be able to do enough damage? They take down MSS because he's just shredding through them now, trying to man fight here with Yawar. The signs get placed out, though, and he's trying to figure out who he wants to follow, and he just can't lifesteal fast enough. Although Faker coming in, this is going to be the Aegis. That's the Aegis first time around. Okay, they'll go right back in again. They need to be able to chain stun Yawar. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it. He's looking for the Thunder, the jump forward again. Can he get it off in time, though? He's doing too much damage. They take down Pakaz. The taunt right back in. Quinn holding him in the palm of his hand. That is a double kill for Yawar, and that is the GG, my friends.
Great plays by Quincy Crew. The Ag steal, or sorry, the Roche steal was something that they could do, but it was a little bit too hard at that point. Axe had a very crucial, like early mid game. His duels were super